I always believed that a woman like me, smart, amazing, strong, could never be cheated on, especially not by her own husband. Even if I hadn't had sex with him for 3 months, even if I worked like crazy and barely had enough energy at home to cook dinner, exchange a few words with him, and fall asleep while putting our 1-year-old to bed. You won't believe this, but I genuinely don't remember how I found out about the cheating. They say our mind blocks out the most painful memories. I guess that's what happened. I forgot how I discovered that Sasha was sleeping with another woman. I just remember I had undeniable proof. I remember him not even trying to deny it. I screamed, cried, lost it completely. He swore he only loved me. Eventually, the dust settled. The pain lingered, and Sasha left on a month-long business trip. I sent our child and the nanny to the country house, and for the first time in a year, I had time. Real, uninterrupted, adult time. And I started wondering what to do with it. The answer didn't take long. One sleepy morning, I parked in a side street near the office and dragged myself toward the building. Suddenly, someone called my name. I looked up and froze. It was Igor. Back in university, we kind of had a thing. Nothing serious, more like casual curiosity. But after we broke up, I started idealizing him, romanticizing the past, convincing myself that he was the one I let slip away. Reality check. He once drunkenly grabbed my ass at a party. I called him a jerk in front of everyone. He called me a psycho, and that was it. So there he was, looking straight at me with that sly smile. Long time no see? Yeah. Heading somewhere? Work. Same. Running late? Same. We exchanged numbers and emails, then walked off to our separate offices. I hadn't even reached my desk when his first text came in. Then an email. He started weaving words together, inside jokes, songs, references from our past. By lunchtime, I already knew. If we met up, we'd definitely end up in bed. Probably sooner rather than later. With what was left of my rational mind, I tried to weigh the pros and cons. But really, I had already decided. Sasha cheated first. He opened the score. Now it was my turn to even it out. Not out of revenge. I wasn't angry anymore. I just needed to know, to experience what he felt. Why do people cheat? What does an affair give you? A jolt of self-worth, attention, excitement, a break from the numbness of routine, a reminder that you're still alive. We met that very evening and strolled around the city like two teenagers. We laughed, reminisced, flirted like we hadn't aged a day. After a couple of hours, we ended up at his place. We listened to music, talked for hours. Eventually, I asked to take a shower, to freshen up before heading home. A silly excuse, the same one I used to make back in college. Of course, we ended up in bed, and that expected, long-awaited moment turned out to be the point of no return. Before all the diapers and baby chaos, I used to think Sasha was an amazing lover. It's not that I changed my mind after the baby. I just forgot. You know how they say distance makes things clearer? Well, Igor's penis looked like a young garlic sprout. Not in length, but thin, with a tiny bulb at the end. Foreplay? Apparently, a concept completely foreign to him. He hadn't learned a single thing since college. He sprinted through the whole thing while I lay there, totally underwhelmed. The next morning, I avoided his eyes and rushed off to work. He kept texting and emailing. I answered, but much less eagerly. Still, I agreed to meet up again. We talked about life, jobs, people, but every minute with him made it clear we lived in different worlds now. He was stuck in some stagnant loop of failed plans and boring acquaintances. I faked being tired and left early. After that, I ghosted the whole thing. When Sasha came back, he was surprised by the change in me. I was glad to see him. We had passionate sex for the first time in ages, and I think, honestly, he never suspected a thing. But I understood something. I understood why people cheat. They're just trying to fill a void. Sasha needed sex. I needed lightness. We both stopped appreciating each other somewhere along the way. But after those 2 betrayals, that little crisis, we came out better, stronger, and for the first time in a long while, I felt alive again.